Hello, welcome to another edition of Inside Tubulu at Tunshola. Well, it's the El Gran Clasico weekend. But before that, in England, it's meant to be Liverpool versus Manchester United, but that game has been postponed due to FA Cup engagements. But there's still a London derby between Tottenham Hotspur versus West Ham United. That's also a game to look out for. In the Serie A, where you could arguably call it the most exciting league so far this season, there's Napoli at home this weekend against Udinese. AC Milan will be going away to take on Cagliari. Inter Milan have an interesting encounter with Fiorentina, while Juventus will be at home to Salernitana. Between these four teams at the top, are just 7 points. Don't be surprised if there's a shift in the table this weekend. In Spain, where the biggest game is this weekend, the El Gran Clasico. Yes, in the Serie A, we still have the Rome derby between Roma and Lazio. The interesting thing is there has been no away win between these two sides since 2017, and that was Lazio. Will they get back to winning away from home this time against what both teams have kind of similar run of form? In their last 7-8 games, both teams have won just twice. So they come into this game with poor run of form, but you still want to an extent. Maybe it's Thibaut Mourinho's Roma, but against Mauricio Sarri's side, don't be shocked if after 90 minutes the game ends in a score draw. But let's move straight to the biggest game in world football this weekend. Like Jose Mourinho calls it, when these two sides meet, the world stands still. You can say no Ronaldo, no Messi, but I think this is the most anticipated Clasico in recent times. Yes, Real Madrid could be without Karim Benzema, they could be without Rodrigo, they could be without Mendy. Three of them picked up a knock in the last game. We don't know how fit they are. I tell people, until I see the starting lineup, I don't believe anyone is not playing any game. For Barcelona, yes, they still have a few new crises, but it feels like Xavi has brought out the best in the team thanks to the new signing, and everyone is playing well and scoring. 4 of their last 6 games, they've scored 4 goals. Goals are not the problem for them. For Real Madrid, you should expect the midfield maestro of Luka Modric, Toni Kroos, and Casemiro in the middle. In defense, if there's Mendy, it should be Mendy, Alaba, Militao, and maybe Carvajal on the right. But for Barcelona, I think their best bet should be Araujo and Piqué as central defenders. If I see Eric Garcia, I think that would be one of our manners in their defense. You should expect Alaba and Alaves as fullbacks. I think going forward is where it could be a bit tricky. If there's no Benzema, how will Ancelotti set up his side? Will it be Vinicius if Rodrigo is fit and Asensio, or decide to play Gareth Bale this time, or maybe even a Hazard? Who knows? And for Barcelona, I think the only man that you can beat your chest to start in this game is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. For the flanks, you could have Dembele, you could have Memphis Depay, you could have Adama Traore scoring for fun. And in the midfield, I think you could go with Pedri, De Jong, and Busquets. Gavi is also a brilliant youngster, but this game, I think he may not start here. This will probably be an interesting encounter. Both teams are in fine form. Real Madrid is losing to PSG. They won all games. Barcelona are winning well. In the Europa League, they drew away from home, and they drew a hope at the Camp Nou, then won away from home. They are picking themselves up step by step. Real Madrid are 10 points ahead Sevilla in second place, and Sevilla are about 4 or 5 points ahead Barcelona. Both teams will take on themselves after the international break. That's Sevilla, Barcelona. So this time around, the Catalan Giants need this win. And Real Madrid as well, they also want to win this game to secure, at least to keep extending their chances of winning the La Liga this season. Real Madrid have won the last 5 El Clasicos in all competitions. Barcelona want to break that jinx. But will they do it at the Bernabeu? This weekend will decide that. I think the Blancos will do enough to win this game. But will they keep a clean sheet? Courtois has been brilliant. He's been solid, saving them. But I don't think clean sheet will work this weekend. I think it could be high scoring game, with Real Madrid just narrowly edging. Maybe a 3-2 win for the home side. But one thing is sure, this should be an interesting encounter. So the 2 key games this weekend, for the Rome derby between Roma and Lazio, I think is going to end in score draw. And for the El Gran Clasico, I think after 90 minutes, Real Madrid will do enough to edge the Catalan Giants at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. Well, that's our show for today. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscription is free. For the next episode of Inside Tubulu at Tunshola, we'll be talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria's qualifiers against the Black Stars of Ghana. Don't worry, we should have Julius Agawa, former Super Eagles player, to analyze this for us. Thank you very much, guys. Till we come away another time. Have a beautiful weekend. Goodbye.